Alright guys, well I'm back today with an overview of another high value red dot option. The one we are looking at today is the SIG SAUER ROMEO5 Generation 2, but this is the elite version with the multi-reticle design and two different mounting solutions in the box. A lot of times I will test these optics on a high profile mount on top of a flat top AR, but I wanted to do something different because I've been getting a lot of questions, especially with the amount of shotguns with pick rails I've been reviewing, and MP5 series of pistols and rifles that I've been reviewing that need a lower profile mounted red dot, especially with the abuse of a shotgun. I really wanted to try some of these out, so that's where this one landed. It started off life on top of the MP5 series of pistols, ran for a while, and then threw it on a shotgun to really prove it out. A lot of times I'll do the water bottle test on the optics, and I actually did the water bottle test on the ROMEO5 Generation 2, and I want to give a huge shout out to Optics Planet. Now, Optics Planet sent out that original ROMEO5 Gen 2. We did the test and evaluation and the water bottle test, and I had absolutely zero shift. It worked out great. You can watch that video. And then Optics Planet also sent this out to the channel for us to review. So a huge shout out to OP for always supporting the channel. They're one of the OG supporters, always helping out the channel. So thanks to them. 704 Tactical, you will know what it is. You know what to do with it. Again, thanks to OP. Now let's take a look at this. Now it ended life on top of this Agency Arms MAC 1014 collaboration. And this is I want to give a huge shout out to Battlehawk Armory for helping out to get this out to the channel. And it makes the perfect pair, a high value shotgun with a high value optic. Now let's talk about the basic specs and features. You can get the low profile mount or the 1.41 inch absolute co-witness mount already included in the box, and you can swap between the two. Just like the standard ROMEO5 Gen 2, protected turrets, exposed turrets, allowing you to change this and sight this in with ease. Push button design, runs off of standard CR2032 battery, and an auto-on technology built into the system, meaning when it sets down for a while, it goes into a sleep mode. When you pick it up, it automatically turns on, and I've never had any issues with this with the ROMEO Gen 5. Now, do not be confused. SIG makes the ROMEO MSR. I don't even really consider that optic, to be honest, because it's just like the ROMEO5, maybe $10, $20 cheaper, and you lose a ton of features when it comes to that motion awake technology. I've reviewed it. It's a good dot, but come on, SIG, let's just eliminate that MSR or at least throw in something like motion awake in that, but I guess it makes the ROMEO5 irrelevant. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue with this review. Now, this is also pretty cool because it has the ballistic circle dot reticle system, which works out really well with the ultra clear glass, and the emitter for that projection stays buried out of the way, so you get a very streamlined approach, as you see in the intro of this video. Towards the end, I try to show down the optic. Now, that circle dot reticle system is nice because you can cycle through the different modes. You can get a circle, you can get a dot, you can actually get bullet drop compensation dot lines going down the reticle system, and you can swap in between all of them so you can find a reticle that fits your needs perfectly. Now at the center, you're going to have a 1 MOA dot, which is incredibly precise for aiming, and honestly a 1 MOA dot would be a little bit small if this was just a dot optic, but it's not. It's got the circle around it to help bring your eyes to the center, get you on target, and this thing gets insanely bright down at the range, or you can dim it down for whatever lighting scenario, but there is no way that this is going to get washed out in the bright sun, and honestly, I've seen that happen before with some high-value red dots. 40,000 hours worth of battery life, IPX7 waterproof rating, and this one has fully multi-coated lenses, so it's going to help out with reflection and glare, and this thing works out beautifully down at the range. SIG knows what they're doing when it comes to producing optics, and the ROMEO5 lineup has been one of my go-to favorites, and this new iteration with that multi-reticle design really works out well. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. How did it handle on top of this shotgun? I probably put close to about 300 rounds through this shotgun with it on there, and about 500 rounds on top of an MP5 series. Now obviously the MP5 series held zero just fine, and it held zero just fine on this as well. I did a lot of testing with slugs and buckshot to confirm zero before and after the test. It held zero and it worked out great. This is where I want to give a huge shout out to Target Sports USA and their Ammo Plus membership service for helping out with the ammo. These guys are a huge ammo supporter of the channel, and I greatly appreciate Target Sports USA's support on a lot of these projects, especially the 12 gauge projects. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it gives you a new and interesting option for this red dot. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to have questions about this Agency Arms shotgun. I just did a full review, but it looks a little different now. That is because there is a tube extension on the end, which is a standard M4, a new AFG on the front, and the Optic, and this entire setup has been running 100% functional with whatever I put through it. Since the initial review, I've run a lot more double-aught buck and slugs, and it functions great with all of those options, and it really is breaking in nicely, running great, no function issues. Just figured I'd give you guys a quick update on that. So subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this. I try to focus on high value items that actually work. And if you're new to the channel, I do a Friday deal alert video every single Friday where I find the best deals on the internet and bring them to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Optics Planet for supporting. Again, 704 Tactical, you know what it is. You know the drill. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.